welcome you all in the second class of upnishad. Yesterday we discussed about the Nachiketa, the Yamaacharya, how he went to Yamaacharya's palace, and then he didn't took any food and water for 3 days and 3 nights. Then Yamacharya asked him to take the three boons from him. The first boon he asked about the well-being and peaceful mind of his father. So Yamacharya granted him. So today we will start with the what is the second boon of Nachiketa. What the Nachiketa asked the Yamacharya. Yesterday we saw the 11 shlokas of 11 shlokas. Today we'll start from the 12th shloka. So the first boon has been granted to the Nachiketa. So now about the when we want to ask something, we make some introduction about it. As we want to ask something from our father, suppose we want to ask telephone, mobile phone from the father, then we'll say, oh, nowadays phone is very important. Without phone I cannot study, my online classes are there. So we make some introduction and preface about the thing what we want. So the same way Nachiketa is asking the Yamacharya, and he's making some preface about what he wants about the second boon. The 12th shloka is स्वर्गे लोके न भयं किंचि नास्ति न तत्र त्वं न जरया विभेति उभे तीर्त्वा अश्नाया अपिपासे शोकातिगो मोदते स्वर्गलोके. So Nachiketa is describing about what is the heaven. Swarg is the heaven. So Nachiketa asked for the second boon. So he's telling about what's the Swargaloke. Sorry, Swargaloke na bhayam, there is no fear. And kinchin nasti tatra jaya vibheti, neither you are there, Yamacharya is not there, the death doesn't come. And because man has two fears only, one is old age and one is death. And since childhood, we fear about our old age. Who will take care of me, whether medical insurance will cover me or not, what type of disease will come to me, and if I die, what will happen? The most uncertain in our humans life is what will happen after the death, and that nobody can predict. None of the astrologer, none of the yogi, mahatma and guruji can tell you this will happen after your death. So these two are the biggest fear of in the life of a person, the old age and the death. So Nachiketa say there is no fear in the heaven, neither you are there, nor death is there, and nor the old age is there. So these are the only two is, and there is no hunger and thirst. We are always worried about hunger and thirst also, whether I will get food or not, whether food will suit me or not, and whatsoever I will take, who will offer me. So roti, kapda and makan, the food, shelter and clothes, these are the basic needs of the human beings, and we always deserve it, and we always desire the best of food, best of shelter and best of clothing. So he say there in heaven hunger and thirst cross over these two events and rise above the conflicts. There is no conflict whether to do, whether not to do, whether to go, whether not to go. No conflicts in heaven, and no, all the griefs are left behind. No grief is there. Man is very peaceful, happy and blissful in the heaven. So there is bliss and bliss alone in the heaven. So Nachiketa make some intro about the heaven and telling the Yamacharya. So in next shloka what he say, in 13th what he say, Sattvamagnim swargayam adhyameshi mrityo prabhuhi tvam shraddhanay mahyam swargaloka amritatvam bhajant etad dvityen vrine varen. What the Nachiketa is asking, Sattvam Agnyo Yamacharya, you know that Agni, which helps us to reach the heaven. And so Mrityu, I ask with Shraddha. Shraddha is with reverence, with respect, I am asking, please tell me about that Agni. And those who goes to the heaven achieve the salvation, they achieve the moksha, the salvation. Therefore, you please tell me how, what is that Agni? With the help of that Agni, we can reach to the heaven. So that is Swarga Sadhak Agni. About the Swarga Sadhak Agni, I want to know the Agni which leads us to the heaven. That Agni, that energy, I want to know about you. And this is the second boon I want from you. So the second boon he asked about the Swargaloka Agni. So now the Yamacharya is telling the Nachiketa, प्रते ब्रवीमि तदु मे निबोध स्वर्गयम् अग्निम नचिकेतः प्रजानन् अनंत लोकाप्तिमथो प्रतिष्ठां विद्धि त्वमेतं निहितं गुहायाम्. So Yamacharya would say, Prate brevimi. Now I will tell you what, O Nachiketa. I know about the Swarga Sadhak Agni. I know about it, and now I will tell you about this, and you understand, because by means of this Agni only, Swargayam Agni Nachiketa Prajanan, we can reach the cosmological region in the universe with the help of this Agni only. And it is the basis of all those regions. If we want to reach those heavenly abodes, this is the basic. This Swarga Sadhak Agni is the basic to reach those heaven. But yes, understand that Agni. Ananta Lokapti Martho Pratishtham. Knowing and understanding that this Agni is a secret. Nihitam Guhayam. Guha is the cave. Guha is the cave where something is placed, so nobody if we put in a casual look on the cave, we cannot see what inside the cave. We have to go down and we have to go inside, then only we can see what is lying in the cave. So the Yamacharya say, knowing and understanding that it is like understanding a mystery. So Nachiketa deserved this knowledge, and Yamacharya gave him about the Swarga Sadhak Agni. So in 15 what he say? Lokadim Agnim Tamuvach Tasmai Ya Ishtika Yavatirva Yathava Sachapi Tat Pratyavadyothaktam Asya Mrityu Punarevah Tushtaha. But he say Yamacharya counseled Nachiketa about that Swarga Sadhak Agni, the preeminent Agni devoted to the blaze. He explains him which kinds of brick can be used. Ishtika is the brick. Which kind of bricks, and how many bricks are used required for that Agni, and how many and of what variety the Ishtika, what variety of bricks can be used when you want to have that Agni. So Nachiketa understood everything. Then, like as we teach something, we ask the child, okay, repeat back to me, tell me what I tell you. So the Nachiketa, as it is, Sachapi tat pratyavad. He repeated all the things. Whatsoever Yamacharya said to Nachiketa, Nachiketa repeated word by word what was taught to him. So Yamacharya was very happy with the intellect of Nachiketa, and he was very satisfied. And what he said, like we also feel happy when student is replying 100% accurately what has been taught to him. So the Yamacharya got very happy. What he said, Tam bravit priyamano mahatma varam tveha addi dadami bhuyah tavaiva namna bhavitayam agnihi srinkache mam aneka rupam grihan. So enlightened Yama was very pleased and spoke to Nachiketa. He said, I will give you another boon today. Without asking you, I will give you like a, what we nowadays say, the bonus, the extra. Nachiketa asked for 3 boons. The first he asked about the peaceful mind of his father. The second he asked about the Swarga Sadhak Agni. So, in addition to this second, because he answered very accurately, correctly to the Yamacharya to his satisfaction, he say, I will give you one extra boon. This Agni will be famous with your name only. So, the Swarga Sadhak Agni will be called as per Nachiketa's name as Nachiketa Agni. So take this, then in addition to it, the Yamacharya, what he gave, Anek Rupam Grihan, one mala, one string he gave to him, a multicolored string he gave to him, and he says, the Swarga Sadhak Agni is the Nachiketa Agni, and gave that string as a puraskar, as a prize, as a gift to the Nachiketa. And next, त्रिनाचिकेत त्रिस्भिरेत्य संधिम त्रिकर्म कृत्रति जन्म मृत्यु ब्रह्मज्यम देवमीड्यम विदित्वा निचाय इमाम शांतिम इत्यत्यंतमेति. What the Nachiketa says, whoever will be trying this three Nachiketa Agni, and who will worship these three stages of life, the Brahmacharya, the Vanprasth and the Sannyas. Brahmacharya, Grihasth, Vanprasth and Sannyas. These are the four stages in our life. So, what is the joint? What is the Sandhi? Where the two stages are meeting, we say it's a Sandhi. It's the joint. So, a celibate dedicate his life education to education, and the celibacy life is the Brahmacharya. Grihasth is the householder who is running his family, and the Vanprastha is the stage where he is abandoning all the assets he has acquired during the Grihasth life, and crossing all the three transitions, doing all these three karmas will be saved from birth and the death. So how the three, because transition takes place, this is Brahmacharya and this is Grihastha. So Brahmacharya to Grihastha is one transition, Grihastha to Vanprasth is the one transition, Vanprastha to Sannyas is the third transition. Four stages and three transitions, three sandhis are there. So Yamacharya say, whosoever passes through the three transitions will overcome the birth and death in this life. So these three transitions, sandhis and three karmas. What the karma we can say? The following the rituals and the karmas of Brahmacharya, Grihasth, Vanprasth and Sannyas. So whosoever is passing through all these transitions these passing through transitions will lead that person towards the bliss. And that is why it is called the Tri Nachiketa Agni, and he will become immortal. It can be described in the other way also, like Yajna, Dan and Swadhyay. Swadhyay we do in the Brahmacharya, we do the educational efforts in the Brahmacharya time, and Dan we do when we are in family life, we are grihasth, we are earning, we get salary and we give the donations, and Swadhyay, Yajna and Dan. Yajna we do the Brahma Yajna, Dev Yajna, Brahma Yajna, Tithi Yajna, Pariveshwa Dev Yajna. So all these five Mahayajnas we do. So Yajna, Tap and Swadhyay. Tap is the penance. In Vanprasth we say we leave everything, we leave the luxuries of the house and we go to the some ashram or to the some jungle where we do the penance. So in this way we can also understand the three sandhis, the three transitions: educational efforts, yajyam, and then danam. Whatsoever you have, you should donate for the others. So these three karmas the Yamacharya is telling the Nachiketa, and these three transitions are telling the Nachiketa that whosoever passes from all these three transitions will overcome the birth and death, and he will achieve the immortality. So, Swarga Sadhak Agni is that which leads towards the Brahma Yajya, Brahmajya, Brahma. To know about the Brahma is the all these transitions to be followed. So these are the, then in 18th what he says, Trinaachiketasra त्रिएमेतत् विदित्वा य एवं विद्वा शिच्युनुते नाचिकेतम् समृत्युपाशान् पुरतः प्रणोद्य शोकातिगो मोदते स्वर्गलोके. Who is devoted to all these three fires, and after knowing the in the manner that he selects the agnis and he passes through all the transitions, he will overcome the restrictions of death, and beforehand, before going to the death, he can overcome the all the ignorance and he will achieve the bliss, and he will overcome the death and sails through all the sorrows and difficulties of the life and lives in the bliss in the heaven. So in this way he will achieve the heaven. It doesn't mean that he will go, heaven is a some place where he can live and where there is no hunger, no thirst, no old age, no death. This is the situation the Yamaacharya is describing about this, about a place of mind, about a state of mind where there is no fear, where there is no hunger, where there is no thirst. If we are sitting in meditation for some hours, we forget about thirst, we forget about the food, we forget about what the noise is around. So that is the state of mind where we feel the total bliss. So Yamacharya is describing that only to the Nachiketa, that Brahma Yajna, who is doing this three Nachiketa Agni, he doing the Brahma Yajna actually. So Brahma Yajna is that alone uplifts and makes one great in a state of mind, because he has withstood the fervor of three fires. From Brahmacharya to Grihast, Grihast to Vanprasth, and from Vanprasth to the Sannyasam. And hence this accomplishment is also named as Trinachiket by Yamacharya. First he said the the Swarga Sadhak Agni as Nachiketa Agni, and now he says the three, because three transitions, three types of Agni he is describing. So he say it is the Trinachiket Agni. So Nachiketa, the Yamacharya says, because you were curious about to know about three Swarga Sadhak Agni in your second boon, I have already explained to you, and the Agni which will be known after your name. And O Nachiketa, now you ask for the third boon. So second boon what the Nachiketa asks is how we can achieve the heavenly abode and how we can get the eternal place. So it was the second boon of Nachiketa from Yamacharya. Today we will stop here. We have read the 19 shlokas of Kathopanishad. We'll chant Om. Om. Sarvebhyo